Hi guys, it's Aragon here, and we are in WolfQuest today with CrowFang here. Last time we left off, we had went to the Crooked Falls to try and get the achievement there for winter. We did not end up doing that because it was still technically fall. So we are going to head back over here today and get that taken care of. And we also found the Toadhenge, which was up here somewhere, I believe. And we were also looking for the peace sign hand sculpture, which we did not find. I think it's back here. Let me hide pack territories. I think it's up here in the hinterlands. I could be wrong. It could also be up here by the two-step. Or it could be somewhere else entirely, and I don't know. I do kind of want to find these things on my own. I feel like it kind of makes it a little more rewarding. But I think we are going to try and do that today. But to start, we are going to come back down to the town, and we're going to go visit Floppy. Because it is winter now. So we do need to go back and visit Floppy so that we can get the winter achievement. Yeah, I'm headed the right way, I'm pretty sure. So that'll get us halfway through the Floppy achievement that we need. So that's kind of the agenda today, is going back to the Crooked Waterfall, getting the winter visitation for Floppy, and trying to find the peace sign, and hopefully we can find it today. So the goal is going to be to start with Floppy, and then I'm going to head over to the Crooked Waterfall, which I'll probably cut a lot of that out just because it's kind of far, it's a lot of running, and I am starting to time these episodes just so that I don't get them too long. The last CrowFang episode that you would have seen, episode 2, was a 2-hour long recording that I had to try to cut down as much as possible. I remember I got down to like an hour and I think 15 minutes, and I don't know. I think I need to come on this side anyways. But it was really hard to kind of cut that down to a reasonable size because I don't want these videos to be too long. I know that there are WolfQuest players that post like hour long and up videos, but I feel like I'm not quite entertaining enough and good at commentary to do recordings that are that long and have them actually be fun to watch. So I am trying to cut them back and just do 45 minutes and under. I don't think that every episode will make, that time, but I think sorry, I'm pretty sure Floppy's like down this way, because I remember Floppy was across this, but the town is over there, so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and cross this dam. I think this might be an achievement as well, or at least like visiting the dam. Yeah, we have to visit all natural and man-made dams as an achievement, so this works. But yes, so episodes 45 minutes and under, that's the goal basically from here on out. So I've started setting timers on my phone that I can just kind of keep track of how long I've kind of been recording. It'll go off at the 45-minute mark, and then I can hopefully cut the videos down a little bit shorter from there. But if not, then at least it's not too long. I feel like most of my videos are just over an hour when I record, and then I have been able to cut most of them down, it seems like, to around like 50 something ish minutes, which isn't too bad, but I do feel like that's quite long. I am a mom of 2, so I completely understand that there's, different circumstances for everybody, but I feel like a lot of people don't have quite that amount of time to sit and watch a video. Where is Floppy? Floppy must be on the other side of the building, I'm assuming. Yes. There's Floppy. So we've gotten the achievement for that. That's nice. And now we will head on over to the Crooked Fall over here. And I think I just understand that a lot of people don't have a ton of time to sit down and watch something. Sometimes they put stuff on in the background, but I don't think everybody can do that. Let's see what this is. It's a hotel room. This is cute. Interesting. And I did already get the achievement for the beds. I got that in the last episode as well, so we don't need to sleep in the bed. Let's just see what else is around here. Maybe a collectible. Looks like there is something, but it's from back that direction, it looks like. Maybe? Oh, there is something in here that is collectible, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the bed. I'm not actually too sure. I don't think any of these things can be... Pink dinosaur. Okay, now I'm curious. Obviously it's behind. We're gonna check that one in just a second. I just want to finish looking at this. See if there's anything else of interest here. Sandwiches. Cute little general store. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else right here. So maybe behind... Yes, the hotel. It's just weird that that one looked like it was coming out of the floor in the hotel room. But let's go get this pink dinosaur. That sounds cool. I'm trying not to waste too much energy here either. Oh, that's cute. Oh, and it squeaks. That is adorable. The asteroid missed one. This is cute. We're gonna put this somewhere that we will remember where it's at. Actually, I think let's just go ahead and put it in that hotel room. I think that'd be kind of a good spot to leave it, to remember that it's in there. I wonder if we can put it on the bed. I don't know, because I don't know if I can jump. Yeah, I can't do that. That's fine. That's so cute. Okay, back onto the mission at hand. We need to go this direction. Yeah, this is quite the trek, which is why I wanted to cut quite a bit of it out, because it will cut into the record time. And I do kind of want to reserve, you know, the more interesting things for my videos rather than showing every, you know, teeny tiny little detail. Especially with hunting. I feel like a broken record, but I tend to chase my elk quite a bit to tire them out. It just makes hunting easier for me personally. But I know that that's, you know, most likely boring for a lot of people. So, yeah. I don't want to keep too much of that stuff in my videos. Just so that people watching don't have to kind of sit through it or have to skip through the video. Some people, I'm sure, do not like to have to skip through a video to find the parts that they're actually interested in. So I am hoping to just kind of keep my videos a little more to the point and less rambling, I guess I should say, also. As well as trying to just get better at kind of how I talk and not using too many filler words like I know I use that one a lot. I feel like my past few videos I've done a lot better, but I'm sure there's more room for improvement elsewhere for other things. What is this? Ooh, an antler. I am going to pick this up and take it with us. And that way I can just leave it at the fall if I need to, so I know where I can pick it back up to take to our treasure island. But I guess I will go ahead and get us to the Crooked Waterfall so that we can get the achievement, and then from there we will head out to try and find the peace sign. Okay, so today's our lucky day. I happened to have just dropped off the antler I was carrying at the gas station. It's literally just right there behind me. And I saw this carcass, so CrowFang was getting a bit hungry, and I was considering doing a quick hunt after Crooked Fall, but honestly I don't think that we have to, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and mark this carcass as well, because it really doesn't have that much of like a decay on it, so it's definitely worth having. And I think this chunk will be good enough for us. I don't think we need to take too big of a chunk. We are in Unforgiving, and CrowFang is an iron wolf, but food, I mean, we can hunt rabbits if we have to. We're not feeding pups or anything like that, so I think that we'll be perfectly fine. And we're pretty close to Crooked Fall here, so we'll go ahead and just run the rest of the way over there together. And I'm pretty sure this is Crooked Fall. I didn't, because I couldn't get the achievement, there was no way for me to really know, other than that this is the Crooked Creek, and if something's going to be called a Crooked Waterfall, I would assume it would be part of the Crooked Creek. And it looked, you know, like a crooked waterfall. So I'm pretty sure this is it. But we are about to find out, so if it's not, then I guess that's something for us to go and find. Yes. Crooked Waterfall in winter. Don't lick. And it says achievement progress. I thought this was just a singular achievement. So it looks like we actually have to come back. I don't remember getting the achievement in fall. And when I read the achievement, all it said was to visit the Crooked Waterfall in winter. So that's quite interesting. Trying to see what else we've got going on. That it's probably not a very good spot to be laying. Yeah, nothing else. So I guess we do have to come back. Well, that's something for me to figure out, I guess. And we want to find the peace sign sculpture next. So I feel like I think I know where it's at. Like I showed you guys at the beginning of the video. So I probably will just head in that direction. I feel like that makes the most sense. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the high stake, high risk achievements for later, just so that CrowFang has at least somewhat of a life. That way, if we do end up dying or getting shot or something, especially at the cattle ranch, we don't have to, you know, like, we will have still made progress, and CrowFang will have still had somewhat of a life. One of the other ones that could have been good to get with CrowFang would have been the achievement in Hell Roaring Mountain, where you have to hunt the albino elk, because you can only do it in the fall, and I believe your wolf has to be 2 years old. So he would have been a good one to get that achievement with, but I didn't really consider it at the time. Part of me wishes I had made kind of a backup account or like a backup of CrowFang, so that if he did die, I had a save in the fall, just when he was 2 years old, that we could have went back and got that achievement with CrowFang, like, way later in the future. I think that kind of could have been fun. I don't remember if I saw this last time. Okay, so we are kind of at the first area I wanted to explore for the peace sign hand. I think it might be up on like the top of this mountain. I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna find out. And on our way down, if it's not up here, I do kind of want to try to keep an eye out for Carmela, the dog. I have seen her in other people's videos, kind of in like this lower area quite a bit. So definitely I want to keep my eye out for her on our way down. Even if we do, dang it. I'm gonna say yes. I was trying to hurry so that I didn't have to deal with this. Because this is where things can go wrong pretty quickly. Silvernose. Yeah, this is not ideal, but I just want to see if that peace hand is up here. So far, I'm not seeing it. Yep, and we dropped our food, but that's gonna have to be fine. See, we need to kind of get more up in this area. I'm pretty sure it's up here. If I have to, I can try to fight Silvernose off. I really did not want to have to do this, but we might have to. And if I really have to, I can go for the kill, and then they should leave me alone for a little bit. Silvernose is quite fast, it seems. Please, just let it be up here. Somewhere, anywhere. I just want to find it. Oh my gosh. Do not bite me. Do not bite me. She is right on my tail. Oh man. It would be quite interesting if by the time CrowFang is older, if Silvernose kind of had taken over her pack and we came back and ended up with Silvernose. Or maybe she'll disperse at some point, and if we do end up ever giving CrowFang a mate, maybe he could try to find Silvernose. I thought Silvernose was a male, but it did say that there were pack wolves ahead that we could, you know, try to convince to disperse, so I guess Silvernose is a female. I just don't remember, honestly, from last episode. I have a feeling this hand is somewhere up here. It'd be so much easier if I just knew where it was, but like I said, I really want to find this stuff kind of on my own. This is a really neat area, though. And I found a really neat den not too far down from here. So this would be kind of a cool area, I think, maybe in a future playthrough. to have a wolf pack and raise it up in this area. Potentially, it could be CrowFang's family. But we will see about that. Because I still don't know if I want him to have a family at any point. But I do know for sure that if CrowFang does have a family, it's for sure gonna be when he's like 6 years old, probably at the earliest. I really thought that this hand would be up here, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. There's kind of a cool, like, pond up here where the creek is kind of running down from. Looks like. Maybe it would be considered a lake, I guess. Ugh, CrowFang is so slow. He's gonna get so exhausted after this chase. I feel so bad, but it looks like there's actually a collectible, maybe? Yes, there is. Okay. Let's not do the circle thing. I think just gonna try and chase her off. He has like no stamina, so this just really sucks. But she is hurt, so I don't want to kill her. I just kind of want to chase her off so she gives up the fight. I'm not here for territory, I promise. But this will keep her off of our back for probably indefinitely, at least for this episode, until we have to come back into this territory again later. I think we can safely kind of explore the rest of their territory if we chase her off, at least for a little while. And if anyone else comes for us, I don't think it'll be Silvernose, to be completely honest. I think it'll be a different pack member. I do think it would be quite hilarious, though, to come back and swoon Silvernose at some point if CrowFang ever does decide to settle down and have a pack of his own. Please run off, Silvernose, please. Thank you. Okay, we found a collectible. This looks like a baby? A baby doll? Interesting. Okay. So at least we found something. So I guess, I'll just bring you guys back as I run through here if I find anything else interesting, or if I do happen to come across the peace hand sculpture. Hopefully I can find it. My next try is down here at the hinterlands, because there's like this ledge here and like these upper parts that it might be up here. I just thought, I swear it was on like kind of a cliff, kind of like how the Toadhenge was, which is why I thought it was here up by Blade's Peak. I thought they were pretty close together, so it might be over here. But I'll just run back down this direction. And yeah, I guess if I don't see it, I don't know. I think I'm gonna run over here first, actually, and then I'll make my way down to the hinterlands. I just don't want to miss it, just because I'm kind of prematurely assuming it's not over here, just because I haven't seen it yet. Okay, we are in the hinterlands area. We just barely kind of got here. I'm not feeling like this is gonna be it. I still think I want to head back up to the blades up there and see if I just maybe missed it. Like maybe I was on the wrong side of the cliff, because I'm not thinking it's here. Now that I'm actually here, it's not really looking like what I was picturing for the area I remember seeing it in. And like I said, I could be in the completely wrong area. I found the fist hand over on like that mountain, so it is entirely possible that those are right next to each other, but because I don't know the exact location, I'm just kind of guessing and looking at kind of cliffs and mountain ranges that would possibly have it. So if we don't find it up here this time, I will go ahead and head back to the mountain where we found the fist and see if it's over there, because it would make sense for it to be there with the other like rock hand. But yeah, I just don't know, because I don't want to waste too many episodes looking for it. And I did sniff around for Carmela as well, just on my way over this direction. I did not see any sign of her. She's another one of those achievements that just as we kind of go about playing, we'll just kind of check our scent view and see if we can see any signs of her every now and then. Like I said, I have seen her over in like that direction before, so maybe one day we'll go out and try to find her, because that's a lot of stuff that I could just do off camera and bring you guys around when I actually find her. So that might be something for maybe next CrowFang episode we could do, trying to find Carmela. And then I also need to take a look at my achievements again and pick from all the achievements that are possible for things we could do. We could also do a scavenge episode where CrowFang is purely just scavenging for things, and I can go around collecting all of my stuff, because while that wouldn't be quite as entertaining for you guys like the Carmela thing, we could just cut quite a bit of that out, and I don't have to bring you guys along for all of it. You can just kind of see the collecting and placing it down. We could kind of do like a montage of collecting all the items and bringing them to our treasure island. I do need to be very, very careful right here. Yeah, see, and I ran around all over here, and I just don't think it's here. But I don't want to, again, just like kind of assume, and I just don't want anything to happen like last time. Yeah, I don't see it at all. So I think we're gonna head and drop off our baby doll here at our island, and then we'll go ahead and head over to the mountain where I saw the other rock formation that was a fist, and maybe we will find it up there. I think that sounds like our next best bet. And if not, then, you know, anyone in the comments is free to kind of share things with me, achievements that maybe you want to see done with CrowFang, or if you know the location of stuff, feel free to help out. I just don't personally want to, like, seek it out. I don't want to look up where to find things. I don't want to watch tutorials on where to find things. I want it to be very organic, I guess. But if there's people watching that are following along with CrowFang's journey, feel free to go ahead and pitch in and share, you know. You can for sure tell me where things are, or if there's really cool collectibles anywhere that you want to see us collect. This looks like a snowmobile. It is. This did not end well. That's kind of sad. I hope he survived. I hope he didn't, you know, meet too horrible of a fate in his snowmobiling accident. That would not be fun. Really quickly, I found this old RV, or a trailer. It's technically a trailer, not an RV, because it doesn't look like it can be driven, just towed. But that's pretty interesting. I don't know if there's a den here. I'm assuming not. But I thought I'd bring you guys back for that. You guys, I see it. I see the peace sign. Oh my gosh. I was just running along casually, thinking to myself about where I thought I was gonna find it, and I looked ahead and I saw it in the distance. So, but I just barely also saw this, so okay. It's a caved in tunnel. That sucks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was just thinking to myself how I kind of ran around this whole map at this point, and I was surprised I hadn't ran into it yet, or like seen it off in the distance, and that I must have missed it somewhere, and hoping that, you know, someone who knows where it's at would probably just comment and be like, you missed it. But yeah, right as I was thinking that and preparing myself to be chased by the Lost River Pack, there it was, off in the distance, peeking through the trees, like a tiny little ant up on the mountain cliff. And I was thinking to myself it could be up on that ledge, and I literally just looked down, and there it was. I was at the perfect angle to see it. We have done it. We have found the peace sign. I feel completely and totally accomplished with CrowFang today. This is great. This truly is great. I honestly didn't think we were gonna find it in this episode. I was giving up. Yeah, and there's the fist. I knew it. I knew it was gonna end up being over here. It just made the most sense, like, if it wasn't in the areas that I thought it was, because I remembered it being like on a cliff or a rock, which is why I thought the blades, because like I said, I'm not too familiar with this map, and I try not to watch too many videos with it, and people who do play in this map, I try just to kind of semi-watch or like listen to the videos rather than, you know, really watching, because I didn't want to spoil anything for this playthrough specifically. But we've done it, and I came across this, and all I had to do was look over, and I would have seen the peace sign. So, if anyone watching who did know that that's where that was, you know, was kind of feeling like, you know, good grief kind of a moment, you were right next to it the whole time, we've done it. I realize how ridiculous it is that I missed that when it was right there. To be fair, when I was over there the first time, it was kind of dark, and we were, you know, checking out the wolves at the time, specifically these two, plus one of their other siblings. There was 3 of them at the time, so I was just kind of trying to keep the peace for a minute while I checked it out and tried to see if there was an achievement connected to the fist, because I knew about the peace sign, but I didn't know where it was. So I genuinely didn't see it. And now I'm curious, and I kind of want to look back at my old footage and see if at any point in time it was in the background. or even directly in front of my face, because that would be very interesting to see. But we've done it. I feel accomplished. We completed... Ooh. Thankfully, that was not too high. We completed all of the goals we set out to do today. We made achievement progress in visiting Floppy in all of the seasons. We're halfway through that one. We visited the Crooked Fall in winter, and that one we made progress in, despite the fact that I thought the achievement said to just visit it in winter. So, you know, we'll see. I guess we'll go back in spring and see if we can get another achievement there. And maybe I'm just forgetting from the first time we played. Maybe you visit it in winter and summer, or winter and spring, and maybe it's just 2 seasons. I don't know. I'll look at it. I'll find out. But we did that, and we found the peace sign. So we've accomplished everything. We found 3 treasures today. 4. We found 4 treasures today. We found the dinosaur, the pink dinosaur, which we stowed away in the motel temporarily. We found this baby doll that we're dropping off right now. Ah, yes. Look at this collection. Oh, I can't wait to get this island just full of all of our little trinkets and collectibles. That's gonna be great. We found the skull, which we of course chose the baby over the skull because obviously. And we found the little antler, which I left at the gas station just in case I did find something like this doll that was cooler. I didn't want to be carrying around that antler. So we do have a few treasures we need to go out and collect. So I think in the next episode we're going to take CrowFang out on a scavenge hunt. I think we're going to try to find Carmela and pick up all of the things that we've found so far. Like I said, I'm not going to like take you guys back and forth for all of it. I think that's a little bit redundant and not interesting. So I'll probably make a little montage of it, maybe at the beginning. And then while we're out looking for Carmela, we can also scavenge for more interesting finds and see what else we can bring back to the island. I think that'll be kind of a little more relaxing of an episode. And probably also shorter because I don't think I'll keep too much of the exploring in the video. I don't think that'll be too interesting for people to watch. So I think that'll be our plan for CrowFang's next episode, which will be about a month from now that you'll see it. At the time that you're watching this one. Today is Valentine's Day, and we'll see what CrowFang's adventures look like, you know, as time progresses. But for sure, we're gonna go get all of our collectibles next week and bring them to the island, or next month, next episode. We'll bring our finds back to the island and see if we can find Carmela. I think that'll be our agenda, and hopefully by then we will get through this wintry season and we can try to get some of the other seasonal achievements going. But that's gonna do it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.